right. If many of you haven't heard of Rithm, it's because it's kind of a newly named company. Rithm was formerly known as New Residential, externally managed by Fortress. You and your team only really left about a year ago. And when we fast forward to today, you're looking at about $1 billion worth of acquisitions in 6 months, including a unit of Goldman Sachs and this Sculptor deal. What is your ambition? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, the company was started back in 2013 as a spin-out. We were externally managed. I was a Fortress employee. Our whole team came from Fortress, and we built this vehicle, which started back in 2013 with $1 billion of capital to $7.2 billion of equity today. Really, our goal is to become a world-class global asset manager. I think the addition of Sculptor is really a very, very important piece as we look at where we're going on a forward basis.
Sculptor has really captured the imagination of Wall Street. This has been a messy deal. To be very clear, there have been lawsuits flying. There have been different sides. There are billionaires into bidding wars. Why did you want this so badly?
Well, I think, number one, it's a very attractive asset. Number two is it has a very excellent group of what I would call investment professionals. And when you think about the asset management business, LPs or investors give money to investment professionals to manage their money. And it's no different in this case. And our business is really about people. And with the team that we have in place, and couple that with the investment professionals we have at Rithm, I think 1 + 1 is truly going to equal 3, and it should be a great transaction, not only for our shareholders, but candidly for the LPs and investors we manage money for.
Now, part of the reason there's more certainty around your bid than there was just a couple of days ago is you've gotten the key support of one major person, that is Dan Och, a founder of what was formerly known as Och Ziff, now Sculptor. How did you get his support? What did it take?
So I know Dan probably going back to 2009-10. I obviously know Jimmy as well. That goes back to about the same time. Initially, when we contemplated this transaction, it was very, very important for us to engage Dan and what I would call the so-called founders group, as well as try to bring everybody together in a way that we have a deal that makes sense for the LPs, for the shareholders of Sculptor, and for the shareholders of Rithm. So that was a very, very important piece of the pie, and we've been talking to Dan since, I would say, July on this transaction. I'm really, really happy to have the support of Dan and the team.
But he wasn't initially on your side. So what changed exactly?
Dan's view was Dan wanted to add value for the shareholders of Sculptor. So originally the deal was struck, I believe, at $11.15. We had an amended agreement at $12, and then Friday we announced another amended agreement with Dan and the founders' support at $12.70. So it was really increasing value for shareholders, and candidly just bringing this thing to hopefully a close that, again, that works well for everyone.